Hello. Let's see what we got. Hi guys, I see you jumping on. All right, let me make sure we're good. Okay, cool. Hi. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm so happy that you're here and that we're embarking on another chapter in our story. That's so cheesy, but it just felt right. I'm so excited because we are actually beginning season 8 of the Successful Hairstylist podcast and of these live trainings here on Instagram. And I'm really happy because I'm going to have special guests coming on. I'm going to be doing even more like Q&As with y'all. I'm going to be having even better topics this year. So I hope that you are all just as excited as I am as we start 2023 and move into a new time, even with AI, even with technology, even with the economy. Like, it is such an exciting time, and I hope that you guys can feel it, because every single year, every month, every week is a new opportunity to challenge ourselves to show up, to challenge ourselves to evolve, to challenge ourselves to be even better and provide an even better experience. And at the end of the day, our mission is and always will be rich, healthy lives for every stylist. So I'm so happy that you guys are a part of this. And today we are talking about the super juicy topic of pricing. And the reason why I wanted to start off our year with pricing is just because many of us have come off of the busy holiday season, right? We've had a bunch of people that came in. We had that influx, that kind of rush through the holidays. And it might be on the top of your mind that, hey, it might be time for a price increase. I was really busy and let me see how this goes. So I wanted to make sure that you could make the best decision possible for your business, because as we know, pricing can feel tricky. It can feel confusing. And also we want to make sure it's right, because I know that all of you have that heart that's like, I don't want to take advantage of anybody. I don't want to be greedy. I want to do the right thing, and I'm running a business. So what does this look like? So I'm going to give you guys some really good kind of milestones and like tangible things to look for in your business to make sure that you're really ready to take that next step. So let's go ahead and jump in. So the first sign that it's time to raise your prices is, of course, the same old usual shit of you're really booked out, right? Like, that's usually the first signal to us that, hey, I have a lot of clients. It's time for me to raise my prices. But what I want you to add to this equation is a couple of things, okay? So you might be booked out, let's say 5 weeks, okay? Or 6 weeks when you look at your calendar. But I need you to make sure that along with being booked out, so 3 things, I guess, with being booked out. So number 1 is, have you been booked out consistently for multiple 6-week cycles, right? So if you're booked out for 3 weeks, let's say, are you always booked out 3 weeks, or do you kind of have a busy 3 weeks, then it slows down, then a busy 3 weeks, right? So we are looking for consistency in the busyness, right? We don't want to jump the gun here. We want to make sure that we're actually reading our business right. So again, the reason why I'm doing this topic after the holidays is because many of you might be like, wow, I am on fire. Like I'm on fire. I'm doing it. I have the busiest. I have all the clients. And then now as January and February come, you might be like, wait, where did everybody go? What's going on here? So we are looking for consistency. Having a busy season doesn't necessarily mean it's time to raise your prices. The other thing we want to look for is that you're continuing while you're booked out, you are continuing to have new guest requests. Okay, we don't want to be booked out and have no new requests coming in. We want to make sure we are that busy, we are that booked out, we are that in demand that people are still trying to get in with us, even though they might have to wait 6 weeks, 8 weeks in order to get in, okay? But this is the first sign. You're pretty booked when your dream client calls in to get an appointment. So this might be an extension client, right? She calls in to book with you. You can't get her in for 6 weeks, let's say. That's definitely a sign that it might be time. Okay, so the second sign, and by the way, we want to look at all of these as a whole. So being booked out, let's picture that as like one slice of pizza and the whole pizza, okay? It's one piece. So number 2 is that you're noticing that your weekly sales have kind of plateaued, right? Like you've kind of capped out your weekly sales. You've maybe hit a higher weekly sales than you used to, so it's still good, but every single week you're basically making the same thing, right? So you're booked out in advance, maybe 4, 6, 8 weeks in advance, and then you're really hitting that same sales every week. So what this tells us is we're capping out, right? We're capping out. We have nowhere to go. We can't get any more clients in. And so something's got to give. Something's got to change, okay? So that is the second sign that it's time to raise your prices. Now, the third sign that it's time to raise your prices, and you guys, this is a big one, and this might make some of you annoyed at me or frustrated with me, but here's the thing. You have to be a master of already charging your prices, okay? Here's what I mean. No discounting. No forgetting all the services that you did at the last, when you're doing your checkout, and so they didn't actually pay for everything that they got. No, not charging for the extra color or the extra time or the added length that they have. You need to make sure you are a master of already charging your prices and showing up for yourself in that way, because here's what that tells us, okay? That tells us your confidence level. And the truth about pricing, and I don't care what anybody says, and again, this is more like woo-woo, energy, spiritual side of stuff, but pricing is an energy exchange. Pricing is an energy exchange. It's saying, I have this amazing thing to offer you. This is the price of it, and you're gonna get so much out of it. Here, you should have it, right? And then the person agrees on the energy exchange or doesn't. But if we cannot confidently stand there and say what our prices are and own that it's a win-win for everybody, because that's the thing. When we're in this like super great state with our prices, we almost feel like people are silly to not work with us, okay? And so it's important that we're in that headspace, because at checkout, we proudly are like, this is what it's gonna be. Yeah, this is what it costs, whatever, because we know it's a win-win. We know that people have more by paying us $300 or $400 than less, right? They aren't walking away with less. They're walking away with more. Now they have their dream hair and they know how to take care of it and they get to have it every freaking day. That's amazing. So we need to be sure before we raise our prices that we're not discounting, we're not forgetting to charge for those extra things, and we're not underquoting our clients, right? You get nervous, you're like, yeah, it'll be, and then you like go down 50, go down 100, right? When you're speaking it out of your mouth. So the reason why this is so important is because raising our prices won't fix this, right? You can start charging, you could raise everything by $10, $12. But if you don't fix this part of your business, the confidence side, the owning it, the true mindset that everybody wins by paying you $400, then raising your prices won't fix this. And chances are you'll not only keep doing those behaviors at your higher prices, but you might even do it worse. So that then what happens is now your schedule is full, so you capped your weeks. Now you raise your prices and you lost a few clients and you're freaking out because you don't have those new requests coming in and your income is still the same, right? And this is how it can tend to become this hamster wheel type cycle as, behind the chair. It happens. But this is so important. So we want to make sure that our mindset and our confidence is growing just as much as our clientele, right? Our mindset and our confidence is growing just as much as our clientele, so that now we're saying, okay, it's $250. Isn't that amazing? Then we'll be able to confidently say, it's $350. Isn't that amazing? Let's freaking go, right? And they're walking away winning the lottery. So when you look at these three areas, okay, so we have you're booked out with new requests coming in and you no longer have time for your dream client. So that was sign number 1. Sign number 2 was you've capped out your earnings. So each week is booked and you've noticed your sales are kind of the same, right? It might be the same, but it isn't growing anymore. It's really capped out. And then the last one is you've mastered actually charging your current prices, so you're not discounting. You are not underquoting. You are not forgetting the extra color, the extra length, and all of those little details, right, that make us a lot of money or don't. So when we have those 3 things at the same time, I would say absolutely, it's time for a price increase. You are in a stable place with your business. Now, if one of these isn't there, no worries, they're probably really close. You're probably a couple of months out from a price increase. And now you know where to really focus and where to make sure that you're kind of tightening it up. Maybe you're booked out, but you don't have the new client requests. You guys, I've worked with many stylists who are fully booked up, but they have no client requests coming in. That's scary when they raise their prices. They are scared. And this is why it is so important to know how to show up online, to know how to get in front of the right people, to know how to turn a stranger into a paying client. This is a skill that doesn't end when you get booked up. This is a skill that's going to last you and take you further in your career. Because in 2023, we've all heard the talks about the economy, okay? And the thing about it is, I personally don't believe people are going to be spending a lot less. I just think that people are going to want to feel really freaking good about the money that they are spending. And so a lot of that is going to come with your confidence that you exude. It's going to come with your online presence, you showing each and every client that you are the best stylist for them. There is no question here. So that when they walk away paying their $400, they feel like $1,000,000 and they are happy about it. They're like, I made a good investment with my money. And that is what we're going to be looking at as we move into this new year, is how do we remind people how valuable we are and all of the amazing stuff that they're getting by working with us. But as you look at these 3 signs, you should be able to see where you need more support and where you can kind of tighten up. And I just want to say too that making sure you're charging for everything, you guys, this is a journey, right? And a lot of times it might feel like, well, I'll get better at that when I'm more booked up, when I'm further in my career. But it never, ever gets easier, okay? We only get more attached to our clients. We only get more invested in all of it. And so it actually gets harder. So the time to practice charging correctly, charging what the price really is right now. And until you feel good about that and can really understand, again, the mental shift of it's a win-win. People are winning paying you $400. They are walking away with a lot more. Then you really need to probably wait to raise your prices, master that aspect of your business, and then get it into place. So if you are ready for a price increase, how the hell do you do it, right? What are some different scripts? What are some different processes? If you guys want me to cover that, if you guys want me to dive more into how to raise your prices with your clients to make it the best possible situation for everybody and take the awkwardness out of it, I just need you guys to comment here, comment on the replay. If you're listening to the audio version of this as a podcast, come on over to Ren Lopa Official and comment so that I know that's something that you guys would be interested in covering in the future. But I hope that this has really helped you get an idea on where you are right now in your business cycle. And I am wishing you guys many price increases this year, okay? I am wishing you guys to get here sooner rather than later. And a lot of time, the biggest missing piece in raising prices and getting fully booked is clients. It's the right clients. It's having those high ticket, loyal clients sitting in your chair. And if you know that you need more of those clients, more of those high ticket loyal clients, I want you guys to reach out to me because I'm looking for 10 ambitious hairstylists who want to see their sales double by the summer. Okay, if you want to double your sales by the summer, attracting the right clients with a simple 40 minutes or less a day plan to grow, and that's all you have to do, then you can shut off your brain, you can go on airplane mode, know you were a badass CEO that day, then I want you guys to DM me the word double, okay? And then we can just see if it's the right fit for you. I'll make sure I don't want any of you getting into something that won't work for you. I only accept people that I know for sure I can help and I can get them to double like ASAP. So if you're one of those 10 ambitious hairstylists who's ready to double by the summer, DM me the word double. All right, you guys, have a beautiful rest of your week and I will see you all next Thursday morning.